interest in playing wiffle ball, so I'm like, oh shit, all right.
That's
So like,
cool.
so I'm looking at her and I'm just like, oh shit, like all right, yeah, let's grab you a fucking bat, let's go fucking hit some balls. And she looks at the bat, she's like,
Preferably not mine.
yeah. And she looks at the bat, she's like, can we change the color of it? And I'm like, well, they only make them in yellow. And I was like, wait a minute, I've painted fucking bats before. Like, yeah, let's fucking change the color. So now I'm painting her, a new fucking wiffle ball bat. It's gonna be like a light green, something like that.
Nice.
So I look at like the wall of spray paints. I'm just like, pick your color, kid, go for it. She's like, can we make it sparkle? I'm like, fucking not right now. So
Yeah, you
eventually,
gotta do color first, but then you
yeah.
can.
So eventually, she wants some fucking like glitter and whatnot. I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Of course she does.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, whatever. Here, girl, we'll go for
I
it. But yeah,
actually lost one source of therapy because I can't ride my bike right now.
why not? What's going on with you, man?
So it was been over a month now that I pulled a muscle in my groin, which is probably one of the most painful places to pull a muscle. And thankfully, I didn't pull it bad, but it's bad enough that like I can't really do a whole heck of a lot of anything without it hurting.
So this is what it's like to laugh at somebody else's misery. Awesome. I
Exactly.
kind of like this.
Like the other day at work, what was it, Wednesday, I was doing some shit that I probably shouldn't have been doing. I was inspecting some shit, throwing some not throwing boxes around, but handling boxes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And not particularly heavy, but the next day I woke up and it was like the problem had just started all over again. And I was like, fuck me. And it was like really painful when it originally started. Like I eventually had to go to a nurse and get it like checked out and shit.
Yeah.
And I was fine, or she agreed at least that it was probably a muscle and that I just had to rest. But the problem is like it's in a spot where like it would be like telling you to stop walking. Like you can't do that. I can't stop working. I mean, I do have sick days and shit like that, but
Yeah,
I mean,
we can get you a wheelchair.
we could.
Oh no, you got an elevator up to your apartment, man. Fucking, let's do that. Let's
Nah,
get
fuck that, dude.
get you a little power chair. You can ride that fucking thing to work.
Well, so I've just been trying to like take it easy, and we are going on vacation up to Maine, starting in the very beginning of September for the first
Nice.
like week or so.
Yeah, nice, man.
Yeah, so I'll have a lot of time to rest and chill and stay off of it as much as possible. So I'll be
Awesome.
all right. Ibuprofen helps, or at least it did that day.
Yeah. Oh, you tried a heating pad, maybe?
Pete recommended that, but I haven't tried it yet. He recommended to heat it and then maybe light exercise and then ice it.
Yeah, because I need you don't want it to stiffen up on you, so I need just like light shit, like just walking even is fucking beneficial.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I maybe I'm walking around too much because it's not. It's like every time I get better, like a few days later, I'll do something and then it fucks it all up again. It's like motherfucking, I'm back to the start. So I don't know. I kind of wake up every morning with a little bit of pain, and it kind of goes away throughout the day. But
Yeah.
who
Um,
knows? Who's to say? That could be just because I'm getting more inebriated throughout the day.
it could be. I don't know. I don't know what your day is like.
One tequila, two tequila, three tequila, no pain.
All
Not really.
right, let's go to camera two. Let's see what Bruce is doing now. He fell down. Dumbass.
Fatty fell down.
Fatty goes down. Everybody goes home happy.
Oh man.
But yeah, man.
Oh, and something worse actually did happen to me than that.
Okay.
So I told you off air that I had a story about K Jewelers. Well, a while back, I want to say this was back in like June or so. Or, no, it was before that. Like a month before. We went into K Jewelers to pick out a ring for me, right?
Right.
For when we get married, a wedding band.
Mhm.
So we pick one out, we order it, we leave the store. A month goes by, and we're supposed to pick it up in like June 21st or something. And it becomes, June 21st. It doesn't come. We call a month after that. It hasn't come in. We call a month after that, and come to find out, it's discontinued. So the ring we picked out, we're not going to be able to get. So we had to go in and pick out another ring. Furthermore, we had what they call a love note, which is basically their fancy fucking word for a coupon.
Yeah.
And it was for a good amount of money. okay, and they were going to refuse to take it because it expired in June. And I was like, but here's the thing: we were supposed to pick up the ring originally that we ordered, that's apparently discontinued in June, and the manager was going to take this from us even though it was delayed. And she's like, yeah, but it expired, so we're not going to take it. And Liz was with me, and so I picked out, like, we eventually picked out an okay replacement. And I walked away. I was like, I just want to talk to my fiance about it, see what she says, because her opinion's important to me and shit.
Well, yeah, yeah.
So I walk away and I call her and I tell her the deal and shit. And actually, what sucked is I had picked one out, and the one that like we picked that Liz had seen,
Yeah.
that one was also discontinued.
Oh.
So we picked out two rings back to back that were discontinued, and I had to pick another one and then get Liz's fucking opinion. So I call Liz and I tell her the fucking lowdown, and she's like, "That is bullshit," basically. And she's a lot more forward than I am.
I was
At
gonna,
least
I was gonna say, I'm waiting for the part where you just like, so I'm talking to the manager. The manager doesn't really, is kind of brushing me off, and I'm just like, hang on, talk to my fiance, and she's just like, scorch the earth.
more or less, like, she was at Target at the time. She walked all the way back after she was done and walked in, and she, like, I showed her the ring, and we eventually picked one out, and she's like, but here's the thing, you need to take this love note for me. And she's just looking the manager in the eye, the manager's looking at her, and the manager's like, okay, we'll figure that out, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, I tried this move before. I was nicer about it, and she was like, "No, I'm sorry, it expired." You come in, you're like, "You're gonna fucking take this," basically, and she's like, "We'll see what we can do."
I'm sorry, do they have love notes in what?
But seriously, man, like, she was just fearless, fierce.
Like, do I look like a bitch?
Yeah, dude, it was intense.
You just got that look in your eye, like, can we push the date of the wedding up so I can marry you sooner?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, seriously, the balls on her was fantastic.
Oh my god, dude.
I dug it. So that made the night interesting right off the bat. And then we ended up going to Guitar Center because I wanted to buy a slide and shit.
Yeah.
And right when I got in, like, the atmosphere was kind of like off because I walk in and there's this dude. I don't hear what he says, but I hear what the dude behind the counter says back to him, and he's like, "Sir, I'm very sorry. I know this is taking a long time, but this is a new system, but I assure you that I know what I'm doing." And I was like, oh, fuck, this is not a good sign. The line is like 5 people deep. I'm like,
shit.
This is not good.
That ain't good, man. Fucking.
So, I mean, thankfully, I got my shit and got out of there with relatively little hassle, but there was, like, so many returns, and apparently they had a new system that, like, wasn't working properly, and it just so happened to be, like, when it was, like, 4 returns, that's when it was fucking up.
Oh, boy.
And there just happened to be a shit ton of returns, and it was like, oh my god, what a night to pick to come.
Yeah.
The manager had to come out. Oh man, and then this fucking bitch, I kind of wanted to drop kick her in her place. So she walks in, right, and this dude who was just helping someone else behind the counter. There's a line, like I said, like 4 or 5 people deep.
Yeah.
So this dude was helping this other person. He walks back to do something for them. As he's walking back, this chick walks in. She's like, Kane? Kane? The dude's like, huh, what? My name's Kieran. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Is my guitar in? Yeah, just 1 second. I'm helping somebody else. And he goes and fucks off. And I'm like, what a fuck? Like, she just walks in here like, like she owns the place. Like, fuck this cunt.
Yeah. Fucking hate people that fucking do that, man. It's like, you know what?
Seriously.
It's like, you know what, man? Calm the fuck down. Like, you put your pants on fucking one leg at a time like everybody else in this goddamn store.
Right.
You
Like,
are
not
not-
for nothing. I'm here for a slide, a set of strings, and then I'm going to look at some books, and then I'm fucking off. All right? I'm going to wait in line and be patient like everybody. I'm not here for much, but I'm not going to just walk up to the front and be like, hey, man, I'm just here for, like, 2 things. Can you help me out?
Yeah. No. That doesn't happen.
Right.
If I go somewhere, like, let's say I ordered something at, like, Best Buy or Walmart or something like that, and I see there's a line of returns, I'm just like, all right, fuck it, Fuck it.
You just got to deal with that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what, man? I'll wait in the line. You know what, man? That's perfectly fine. I know the fucking rules. This happens.
And then you people watch, and then it becomes entertainment.
Oh yeah, then it becomes fucking glorious.
Especially at Walmart.
Oh yeah.
There isn't a website People of Walmart for no reason, after all.
Yeah.
Good lord.
You could also call it like the human zoo or something like that.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, and if you look over here, we have people dressed up in their pajamas at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you look over to your right, you'll see a man dressed up like a pimp.
And directly in front of you is a very, very fat person who's wearing children's clothing.
Oh God, they're attacking! Get out of here!
Where's your Pepsi?
Candy corn Oreos. Like aisle 6.
Just don't hurt me.
Thank you.
Oh man. Look, that dude just shit himself.
Like, God damn it!
Oh man, could you imagine if that dude who had his finger up his ass was on antibiotics?
Oh man, just oi! I had my finger stuck in me bum, and now I got poop all over it.
No, like he poops so much that he becomes like a rocket. It shoots his finger out and he just launches up into the air.
It's like a human shit rocket. He just flies around like a fucking balloon deflating. Like,
Yeah, exactly. On the power of his shit, sort of like Silver Surfer, like Shitty Surfer.
like fucking Iceman.
Yeah, there you go. Like shit, man. Look in the sky. Oh, never mind. You can smell it. It's shit, man.
No, get out of open air.
Walk upstream. Walk upstream. Oh my god.
It's almost like a cartoon. You just go out to your car and you're like, God damn it, bird shit on my fucking car again. This huge brown streak just like comes over, just fucking right over your car, and you're just like, God damn it.
Son of a bitch bastard. Shit, man. God, what an asshole.
He is, but he's part of the amazing, fantastic, shit-tastic four. True believers, Excelsior!
Oh, man.
He was taking a dump in his bathroom, and all of a sudden gamma radiation decided to just try and destroy him. Like, that's not how gamma rays work.
Fine.
These
he
are
was
common.
standing outside naked with his finger up his bum, when all this, and he was on antibiotics. When suddenly,
he's standing out in the middle of Vancouver with
his finger in his rectum, he had also taken antibiotics. When suddenly there was a gurgling in his stomach.
He said, "My God, it's Dr. Doom." Well, he got half of that right.
Oh shit.
But speaking of the guy with the finger up his ass, you know what it's time for, Bruce?
Oh yeah, it's the weekly segment.
Scan
Let's check out
BC.
I'm not the Mountie.
Just look for one really good. Okay, here's a good one. In Surrey, Canada, Royal Canadian Mounted Police are responding to the 96 in Scott after reports 2 males robbed the Shell gas station, but then their car broke down.
Jesus Christ. Did I ever tell you about the thing that happened in Billerica where someone tried to rob a bank there?
No, what happened?
All right, so there's a Billerica mall, and at the time there were 2 banks. There was one that was sort of part of the strip mall, and there was one that was detached that was further off, like further towards the street and to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And these motherfuckers parked like sort of in the middle of the parking lot, away from the detached building, ran over to the detached building, robbed it, and ran back to their car. Before they even got to pull out of the place, of the mall, they'd already been pulled over. Like, why would you park halfway across the parking lot, you dumb fucks?
Like, I kind of get the logic, like, oh, they have video cameras, we don't want them to see our car. And it's like, well, they're gonna see what you look like, where you ran off to.
I'm also picturing like really portly robbers that it just took them forever to get across the fucking parking lot.
One of them
Like it was 9 o'clock when they parked. It was noon when they got to the bank, and it was like 4 by the time they got to their car. They were fucked.
Yeah, they tried making the getaway. One of them stuck in the fucking doorway, just squealing like a pig.
And then he shits himself and he gets out.
Yeah, exactly. Um,